Hello, I'm Lin Fanti. We are going to present the problem statement, objective, process of data flow, explain and demo the prototype. We are group match. The members are Lin Fanti, Lin Meixing, Wen Suni, and Xi Shiping. One of the problem statements in the FCSIT focus is the use of a manual management system to run the entire business, such as the payments map between the focus manager and the suppliers are based on a paper-based system. The other problem statement in the system is the use of a manual record-keeping system to record the details of the sold food item and the food quantity. The business requires human labor to calculate the leftover, the total sales, the payments, as well as the inventory report of the food items, which makes the work much more difficult and time-consuming. The first proposed solution that is used to improve the issues in the current system is by replacing the current management system with an online management system. We propose that the payments made between the focus manager and the suppliers can be settled through the online system instead of sending the invoices to collect the payment from the manager every weekend. Another proposed solution is to replace the manual record-keeping system with the new online system. We propose the online management system to allow suppliers to key in the details of the food items, such as the type of food and the total number of the items to be ordered online. Now I want to explain context level diagram. FCSIT Focus Online Management System is the single process in the middle. FCSIT Focus Online Management System interact with the four entities, which are customer, supplier, staff, and management. Customer enter the order details and payment details and receive the receipts. Staff enter the order request and payment information. Staff receive the customer order details and supply the food information. Supplier enter supplier information, invoices, and supply the food details, while supplier receive purchase orders, supply the food payments, and supplier applications results notification. Management enter supplier application results and management supplier details and weekly reports.
In data flow diagram level 0, our first process is processing of customer order, which has output recorded customer order to the database 1 customer order, and the output of the database 1 is update customer orders to the process 1. The other output of the process 1 is update for order to the entity customer, and the input is order detail to the process 1 from the entity customer. The output of the entity customer is payment detail to the process 2, and the process 2 also give an output which is received to the entity customer. The other output of the process 2 is recorded payment detail to the database 2 payment, and the database 2 will give an output which is update payment detail to the process 2. The other output of the database 2 is update supply full payment to the process 4. Process 4 also gives an output which is recorded supply full payment to the database 2. For process 3, it has one output which is recorded supply full order to the database 3, and it also have an input which is updated supply full order to the database 3. The other output of the process 3 is the supply full information to the entity start, and the entity start also give an output to the process 3 which is order request. The other output of the entity start is the payment information to the process 4. The another output of the process 3 is the process order to the entity supplier, and the entity supplier give an output which is supply full detail to the process 3. From the process 4, it has one output which is supply full payment to the entity supplier, and the entity supplier will give an invoice to the process 4. The another output of the supplier is the supplier information to the process 5, and the process 5 will give an output which is supply application result notification to the supplier. The other output of the process 5 is the supplier detail to the database 4. It has one input which is supplier application result from the database 4. The output of the database 4 is update weekly report to the processes, and one input generate management report from the processes. The processes have one output which is weekly report to the management, and the management have an output which is management report to the processes. From data flow diagram level 1, we can see recorded supply flow order is the input of the database tree, and the output of the database tree is update supply flow order to the process 3.1, and the output of the process 3.1 is order supply flow quantity to the process 3.2. The output of the process 3.2 is the classified order supply flow detail to the process 3.3. The output of the process 3.3 is inventory data to the database inventory file.
I'm going to explain about the phototype of the courier process flow and its data store, which is the flow for customer payment. This is the phototype of the process. We will show the total payments once the food is added to the cart. After that, customer can select the checkout button and it will display the payment detail. When customers select pay by card, they need to fill in some basic information and submit the information. When users select the online banking method, the system will ask users to choose the type of bank and request for a tax number. Press the Confirm button to confirm the payment. Next, select the Place Order button to place an order of the order. To summarize, we have talked about the problem statements, our problem solution, and we have explained about our data flow diagram and also do a demonstration for our phototype. Lastly, we have also explained about the one courier process flow and data store from the data flow diagram. That's all for our presentation. Thank you so much for your attention.